host, Mr. Fairchild, my teammate from GB.
Nice.
That's great.
Brilliant.
So and now your next one is competition with Nick Trio and a rap in that board.
Yeah, Nick's going to tell us all about the rap and the caption competition. Can't wait.
Okay, Nick Trio, is over to you, mate.
I think Nick's, he's just coming. But while we're on the subject of fitness and dance, and Nick, you ready? I just wanted to very quickly just show you everyone this. This will take 30 seconds, right? Watch this. And this actually involves quite a lot of you, so it's great. So, you see that?
Yeah, it's the Strava.
So this is our...
Oh, it's gone blank now. It's coming, I think.
This is the Brighton Table Tennis Running Club. You can see that, Teresa?
No, it just says our blog. It hasn't got the list of people.
Blank.
Oh. It was there, but it's sort of gone. It's like you scrolled down too far or something.
That is no advice.
There's 47 people from the club in the running club. Can you see it now?
No, not yet.
Okay, one more go. How's that?
Oh, now we can. Yeah. Oh, now it's gone again. I think it's once you pinched out for bigger view, you lost it. Oh, that's it. Oh,
there's this funny green. There's this funny green square in the middle of my screen. Can you see that?
No, just leave it. We can see it. That's perfect.
All right. So Owen in 1 week ran 147 kilometers. Unbelievable. And then Pedro, me, Teresa, Nick's on here, Shin, Chriso, well done, 9 kilometers last week. Gary did 4.2, Chicho, Andrew Tonkin. And then this week, which has only just started today, Harry Fairchild's on there. Well done, Harry.
Brilliant.
Caleb, Nick. So brilliant. Everyone's walking and running, and we're doing lots of collective challenges. We've been to Scotland and we're on our way back. I'm going to go to lots of other places. Every time you walk like 500 meters or a kilometer, no matter how small, we'll add all the scores together. And nice way to keep active in this period. So if you
I just think, because I've done this afternoon walk, just being out in this crisp air. I mean, I'm in London at the moment. It's actually been snowing, but just out in the air and then going for an hour. And if you can go with one other person for a walk that you trust, it really does make you feel so much better, mind and body. I mean, I can't tell you how well you feel after walking. And if you can even just get into just walking a little bit faster, or even then maybe doing a tiny jog, a little bit of a jog, and then maybe a tiny bit more of a jog. It's about, we can keep ourselves fit, you know. We can't do anything else. We can't play table tennis, but we can keep fit. And that's so when we get back into table tennis, we'll be honed and ready to go, like the Olympics.
Dee's got something to say, I think. She had her hand up.
Yeah, if you haven't got a Fitbit or whatever, how do you measure how far? Because I walk every day, but I don't know how to measure it.
It goes on your phone, Strava. It's brilliant.
Brilliant app called Strava.
Oh, we download an app.
Yeah, and we can help you with it. We're all on it, and then you can join. Tim or Teresa can help you with it.
Yeah, you just carry your phone, Dee. You carry your phone with you.
Start it when you're going out, sort of thing.
Yeah, you just press record. You can phone me if you want, or Tim. I mean, I'm thick, and they taught me through it, how to join the club, how to join the Brighton Table Tennis Club running club, because at the beginning I couldn't.
None taken.
What?
I said none taken. You said I'm thick.
No, I'm thick. Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Nick went for a very long walk yesterday. Zero.
No, it was raining and didn't record, so I lost. I would have been way ahead now.
Yeah.
I've just put a link in the chat, everyone who's not on there already, but it's great to have, Gary, Chris, Harry's doing it now. Everyone's on there. So please join if...
Susie, I'll give you a ring.
Yeah, Susie, you can do that. No one needs to pay for the premium. There is a premium option, but you just do the free version of it. Yeah. Right, Nick.
Yeah,
caption competition.
The big one. All right, so as usual, I'm going to put the caption up. And you just got to imagine these people. Is Liz with us now?
Yeah.
Liz. Genius. I mean, really. when lockdown's over, I'm going to write a book with Liz. This even I understood this one. It's so good. All right, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to share screen if I'm allowed to. Help me with it because we know that I'm struggling. Okay. Oh, there's one. Caption competition. Share. Let's see if that works. Oh my God, it has. Okay, are we ready? So I'm going to start with this one. Here goes then. Harry, the police show up and arrested this woman for shoplifting. Okay, next one. Serena, can't you read? Get off the grass. Jeff, police, how far are you from home, madam? Woman, I don't know. Why don't you give me a lift and find out? Interesting. Liz Fletcher, put your seatbelts on. Okay, I might have to say this twice. We know it's you in drag, Moriarty. Undercover as road cops, detectives No Shit Sherlock and Elementary Watson out their nemesis. Fantastic. I mean, I'm a big Sherlock fan. That was fantastic. Lenora, I'm just gonna improve Lenora's. Okay, she put, is that a picnic in your bags? I'm gonna put, is that a picnic in your bags, or you're just pleased to see me? Okay, Pippa, boo, laughter follows in the car. That's 2-1 to me now. Let's find some more people. Okay, good. Mine, you have broken the 2-bag rule. Report immediately to your parole officer. Steve, dancing in the street, Felicity, Aladdin saying, Steve, wrong thread.
That's really good.
Class. And that is it. And that's so good. Oh, this is just, I love it. Sorry. I love this caption. I love this. Who needs ping pong? All right. The next one, we know I'm a bit political and getting angrier and angrier by the day. This is the person in this thing. I'm not going to say anything about this. The person in the next caption is Gavin Williamson, the Education Secretary. Okay. So there you go. You can work it out. And that's an ass. And the other one's a donkey. No, so there you go. So that is going to be it. That's the caption competition for next week. Wait until it comes in a caption and then, of course, fire away. All right, that's Gavin Williamson, our brilliant, esteemed Education Secretary. There you go.
And Nick, you again, my dear. So update on the wrap. So people are going to have a...
Right, I'm going to stop sharing and then I'm going to talk.
Go.
This is really huge. All right, so there is some breaking news. Okay, breaking news. The wrap is now going to be a collaboration between the BTTC and Leo in Germany. We are doing this for the European community. We're doing it for Anglo-German relations. We're doing it for us. Now, get in. So there's going to be a slight change. As opposed to us just recording a rap, a couple of lines, and then stitching it together, which would be very difficult, and to rap over the solo would be very difficult. What we're actually going to do is we're going to write collectively a big rap together, maximum 8 lines each. If you want to participate, we're going to give the whole poem to Leo. He is going to make a film for our rap. Now, he's already had a go at one for himself as a kind of prototype for him, and he's very, very kindly agreed to do another, I think, a brand new one. Is it? You can unmute, Leo, maybe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, I think we'll do it together, me and Leo. I'm going to ask you, after we've watched he's done an amazing one. I'm going to ask you to send me, I'm going to actually set up a new WhatsApp rap group, and so that I can keep them all together. Otherwise it gets too complex. And I'm going to ask people to just send me 8 lines of verse, 8 lines, and we're going to put it all together, and Leo's going to make a film. Really excited about this. This is like brilliant. This is my golden moment for like eternity So, Teresa, you don't need to ask me in a week's time, because this is it. The conversation with Leo is brilliant. Sorry to rabbit on, but it's quite exciting. So, yeah, you will be able to, I reckon at the end, Leo will be able to give us the link to his YouTube, and then you can hear the rap again and see if your lyrics match it, because it's quite hard, but that's the skill in it, putting the words to the rap. So without further ado, just to repeat that, we're going to watch Leo's rap, if that's okay. Then at the end of this show, I'm going to set up a WhatsApp group, and you can send me up to 8 lines of verse on the theme that we talked about: the vaccine, coronavirus, what we're going to do when we get out, the heroes in the NHS, etc., etc. Is that okay?
Shall I tell
Go on, Fran.
everyone?
Quick,
Talking about vaccine, I had it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yay.
Fran's had a vaccine. Leo, do you want to introduce it? Or
Okay. I'll keep it this size first of all, because we know it works.
Oh, cube it. All right.
Is that working?
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
This rap is dedicated to all doctors and scientists who are fighting the corona with a giant fist. Unlike some of you, my fellow species, who instead of words only spit out feces. It's corona like the flu or some other cube. It's corona as harmless as Blender Noob on YouTube. Let us not dwell on misinformation. Instead, let me give you some education. Corona is double as contagious as the flu. There you go, mate. This is your first clue. Add to that the longer incubation time, causing more and more people to be infected. Alright. Now let's compare the hospitalization rate. For 90%, but the flu too, don't understate. Death rate at least 10 times as likely, so do not take this too lightly. Now let's see the mythology of the vaccine. Don't bore it, explain simply, you coffee bean. Scientists cut out the corona spikes of Ramonet. Me mate, this is some revolutionary medicine. This Ramonet is injected into your cells. They produce viral proteins just like some spells. The formation of the spikes appear on the cell surface, strengthening your immune system. Corona's nervous.
Brilliant.
So what should you do, you imbecile feces spitters? How to avoid you becoming transmitters? Be a good kid, mate, and social distance. Better if my line of sight sees your non-existence. Also wash your hands whenever possible, you wankers. Buy and wear a mask, not like some greedy bankers. Don't forget to ventilate your rooms regularly, so we can fight the pandemic spectacularly. If you all follow the guidelines and behave, we can prevent the next infection wave. So put some effort and fight your ignorance. Be respectful to science and don't show indifference. Show also respect to our doctors, you ignore embarrassment. Are you sure you're not some kind of failed experiment? Doctors are the heroes fighting in the front line, risking their lives to treat patients, never resign. Bear in mind that scientists and doctors had years of training, unlike you lot hardly having any brain cells remaining. But instead of crying all night and complaining, follow the rules and your honor's regained. So I hope you listen and learn something. Activate your brain and don't do a dumb thing. Don't be a nag and contribute to society. Grow up and show some necessary sobriety.
Okay.
Wow.
That's, yeah. So that's it.
So Leo's you're gonna animate all of our lyrics to that music
Yeah.
with an animation.
Yeah.
First.
That's great. So
cool.
what if everyone writes 8 lines, and Leo, you too, and then you can write more lines if we haven't got enough, because I think that's the right length.
In that case, then, this week's theme is drinks.
Woo!
I will choose someone to tell me who has written the right answer in the chat. And that person will be Tim.
Hey.
This will be the same as last week in the chat. Next week's quiz is all about a quiz I do. Quiz actually. Question 1. What is this?
Ooh.
Great. Vodka.
No, it isn't.
Am I picking out the right answer, Fran?
Yeah, you are as well.
Pippa, Alexis and Nickie, James Bond and Suze. Got that answer right.
Oh, what was it?
Coca-Cola, I believe.
Yeah. What is this?
Lenora.
Oh,
Coffee.
she was quick.
Harry said tea, but I think, is it tea or coffee, Fran?
It's tea.
Oh, well done, Harry. Tea for 2.
What is this?
Ooh.
Right, we've got in there. You tell me when the first what I read out is the right. All right, Fran. Is it
Okay.
Snapple?
No.
Orange juice?
No.
Apple juice?
Yes.
Oh, well done, Harry. Again, Harry, you've won 2 so far.
What is this? Can't remember what it is.
Oh, well done, Nick, Alexis, and Nickie, Chicho, and Susie. Because I believe they've got the right answer. Fran, is it whiskey?
It's sherry.
Oh, sherry. No one knows.
What is this?
Bit small.
I don't know how to make it.
Just where your mouse is now. Can you zoom in? Right, Susie, champagne, champers.
That's cherryade.
Oh, it's cherry.
Oh, no, that is Bucks Fizz.
Oh,
sorry.
Bucks Fizz. A glass of fizz. A glass of fizz from Teresa's doll's house.
That one is.
Zoom in a bit. Zoom in a bit. Can you zoom in?
They've gone small on you, Fran.
On the bottom right, yeah, you can slide that along there.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, I think Susie's got that cherryade.
Yes, that's it.
Well done, Susie.
That's
Oh,
it.
that was a good one, Fran.
What a quiz.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. Right, Harry, what's up next?
Okay.
Special item.
Next one is Barn Night, right, with Maureen in from
All right. Well, it's just to say that tonight is to celebrate the birth of Robert Burns, who was born the 25th of January, 1759. He was a famous Scottish poet. You probably all know Auld Lang Syne as one of his best songs, which sang at New Year and everything, because it says, "Tak a cup of kindness yet," and it's to make everybody, he liked the idea of everybody joining in and doing everything. Tonight, all over the world, New Zealand, Canada, Australia, America, all the expats, they have Burns societies, and they will be sitting down to a Burns supper. Now, a Burns supper is full of bagpipe music, lots of whiskey, it's in my ears, and there's toasts to and poems read. There's toasts to the lassies and toasts to the laddies. And the biggest toast is toast to the haggis. And the haggis is, we start off with cockaliki soup, which is chicken and leek, but then the haggis is brought in to bagpipe music, and it's made out of, and if any of your squeamish turn away, it's a sheep's stomach, which is cleaned. And then you put in sheep and pigs, lights, livers, lungs, and all the bits that people don't like. You boil it up with oatmeal, and it becomes this huge haggis. The haggis is brought in, and then it's stabbed with a dirk, which is a Scottish sort of a dagger, as it were, and then it's all spread out all over the place. I should have actually asked Liz to make one, shouldn't I? That would have been great fun. Well, the Burns night is the celebration of Burns. Burns himself was actually very humble origins. He was a farmer's son, and he was self-schooled to start with by candlelight in Ayrshire. Then he went to a school, and he wasn't able to go every day because he had to work on the farm, but he thrived, and he learned English and French, and Molière was his favorite author. But he continued working as a farmer and giving little recitations over places. And so eventually the Edinburgh literati bought him up, as it were, and he became the darling of them, and he was feted, and they published 2 books. But he was a very opinionated guy about religion, and also about people and how they should react with each other and animals. And so eventually the literati dropped him. It's just like that, it happens. And he ended up dying at the age of 38. In a tenement. His 4 sons had been taken away from him, and he was begging for money for the rent. That's just terrible, isn't it? But then after his death, they found all his poems and songs, and he became the darling again. So we celebrate his birthday. The poem, I would just to give you a couple of verses to give you an idea of him. It's called To a Moose, and it actually happened. He was ploughing one day with somebody else, and they in November, and they threw up a little mouse's nest, and all the little bits of bedding the mouse had made were all scattered all over the place, and the mouse ran away. But it affected Burns, and that night he produced this poem To a Moose, and I rather like it because it also shows that even then in the 1750s, people were worried about, he was worried about the future, he was worried about how people treated each other, and this kind of shows also his enormous charm. He wrote wonderful love songs and beautiful things, but this shows his charm. And so I'm going to have a little mouse that I'm going to talk to, if that's all right, and he's sort of down here. So I'd like you, it's better, you should just hear, you maybe shut your eyes, because it's just his words, and they're wonderful, I think. So I'm going to talk to a little moose, okay? Wee sleeked, cowering, timorous beastie, oh, what a panic's in thy breastie. Oh, thou needna start away so hasty, I would faid no run and chase thee. I'm truly sorry man's dominion has broken nature's social union, and justify that ill opinion which makes thee start at me, hey, thy poor earth-born companion and fellow mortal. That wee bit heap of leaves and stibble has cost thee mony a weary nibble. Now thou's turned out for all thy trouble to thole the winter's sleety dribble. But Lucy, thou art know thy lane, in proving foresight may be vain. The best laid schemes o' mice and men gang after glee, and lay us naught but grief and pain for promised joy. Still, thou art blessed compared with me, the present only toucheth thee. Och, I backward cast my ee and prospects drear, and forward, though I canna see, I guess and fear. That's the point. That's the end.
Oh wow, Sandie,
Little
that was
bit-
amazing. You had
little
everybody enraptured there.
Burns, that's all. He was wonderful. It's my hero since I was about 3 years old. So,
Oh, Sandie, thank you for sharing that. Dee's loving that. We're getting lots of hearts and claps from everybody.
that's lovely.
Burns night, Sandie.
Oh, brilliant.
I wish I could just hand out whiskey to you all, but I can't.
No,
so.
look, Jason's just handed me some, so I shall have a drop later.
Can you show off your earrings, Sandie?
Yes, that's it. There's whiskey in them.
No.
That's what I used to tell them in the prison anyway.
I forgot to say it's my dad's birthday today.
Oh,
Right.
happy birthday to him.
Sandie, that was sensational. Thank you so much.
It's
Thank
lovely.
you, Sandie.
I think Liz is holding up a haggis. Are you cooking haggis tonight, Liz?
Oh,
You
wonderful. I
are?
thought you
Oh,
might.
yes.
Terrific.
Oh,
Wow.
Can't see Liz. Oh, Liz, I should have asked you to fill it. You know, it's banned in the US, banned exported haggises from Scotland because they found that the pig's lungs had some liquid in them that was sort of nasty. And so you can't real haggis in the USA. So that's where I want to go and eat it and find out what the nasty bit is. But
There you go.
they're
We're one from Scotland.
lovely. I've
That's
lost Liz.
fabulous.
Brilliant. Right, showman co-host, what is next?
Okay, your next one is Cultural Diary with my husband and name Alexis and his wife Nickie during water.
Wonderful.
Harry. So, is everybody ready? We have a lot of people today, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We have 20, so I'll try and rattle on through, as I know we're going to run out of time otherwise. So this week I've been struggling with my drink problem. Ha ha ha. Thank you for all your brilliant watery photos. Every week you exceed my expectations. This week we have 20 participants, and I'll be showcasing in the following categories: composition, technique, and water. Yes. So here we have Steve D. Now, compositionally, this is fantastic. Obviously, I don't think Steve took this, and I don't think it's very recent, but the composition is amazing. The stretch of light in the water, stretching away in front, the sort of almost like a crucifixion pose as he's about to dive in. I don't know. I think compositionally this is wonderful. The gorge stretching away. I think he's photographed in Santa Cruz, if I remember rightly.
Yep.
A lagoon in Santa Cruz. And I don't know. As a composition, as the way it's put together and the shot works, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So well done, Steve.
Good work.
Harry.
Yay.
There he is, jumping in the water. I'm not sure where, but hopefully not yesterday, as it was probably about -10 yesterday. But it's a great shot, a shot of joy that water can bring. You know, you've got the colour there, Harry framed against the blue. It's a really, really good fun shot that just makes you want summer just to hurry up. Yeah, so you know, and get rid of this nasty winter. We didn't even get any snow. I know. So well done, Harry. Teresa, probably what the first two participants needed, a life buoy after jumping in the water. A really strong shot, the way that the walkway goes across 2/3 up on the photograph, the reflection of the life buoy, the life buoy itself, the ladder stretching up with the reflection of the ladder, and a very difficult shot to take as well, because you've got the extremes of light between the top and the bottom, and yet it works really well as a composition. And
where were you standing when you took that, Teresa?
I don't think we can hear from Teresa, I'm not sure.
Doesn't matter. Carry on, sorry.
But I think it's a very, very strong, powerful image, and hopefully the life buoy never gets used. Fran, brilliant shot at home there with the water going down the plug hole, captured, and again the color, the orange stretching across the top, the water coming down on one side, the kettle on the other, compositionally put together, the way it looks. Great, and it tells a story as well, you know, of an everyday activity, but put together. We learn about, you know, Fran's life as well, you know, and what her kettle looks like, and her tap.
Alexis loves these when he gets to see inside people's homes.
Yeah, I should be through the keyhole, shouldn't I, with whatever his name was. Yeah, so I really, really like this shot. Well done, Fran. Lucy. Now, I'm not particularly too sure what's going on here, but I love it. There's Susie in the background, busy doing something, and Lucy with the water splashing around. I think this is fantastic, and a really brave shot as well, especially if you shot it yourself, Lucy, with the water coming in, you know, right onto your face, and your looks like your Harry Potter scarf on as well, and very difficult shot to take. Technique-wise, I think this is brilliant. And Lucy, you just get better all the time. You really do. So well done on that one. Chriso, and this looks cold. I mean, this looks really cold. I love all, you know, just you could lose yourself in the ripples in the water. The way it's flat to start with, and then it just gets rougher and rougher as it goes backwards. And the little bits of reed coming in from the side as well, just to give it a sense of scale, you know, what sort of size it is. I'm pretty sure it's Rottingdean Pond, and it's just a lovely shot to get lost in. It just shows, you know, the simplest things sometimes can work brilliantly. So really well seen, and we're really well shot, Chris.
Brilliant.
Andrew, I think that the idea behind this is great. You know, through the unfortunately we've seen too much rain recently, haven't we? And yet sometimes the rain can be beautiful, and shot through there, and you've got the trees out of focus and the land. It tells a story compositionally, the way it's put together. It just, I don't know, and the way that the
So compositionally,
I knew you were going to ask me that.
I'm sorry. Tell us what you mean.
The way that the photo fits together, the image fits together, even. You know, you have half the photos taken up with the background behind the rain, and then the rain stretches away at the top. It just
So
all.
you mean how it all fits together?
Yeah, how it fits together. So if it was just a pane of glass with the water on it, it would still be really interesting, but it would just be a pattern. But this way, so it tells a story of being stuck, you know, in, oh, I wish the rain would finish.
That was you this weekend.
Yeah, that was me
complaining
this
about the rain.
weekend complaining about the rain. I just think it's a lovely, lovely shot.
Well done, Andrew.
Yeah, well done, Andrew. Liz, now this wasn't obviously wasn't photographed recently or in this country, but I love the shot. It reminds me of a Hockney painting where a guy's diving in off the diving board, and the ball in the middle of the shot, all the pattern of the swimming pool, the mountains in the background, the sky. There's so much to look at. It just yeah, I think it's shot in Hawaii, and I really. I just, you know, it's just a joyous shot, isn't it? I would like to have seen the dog maybe hitting the water and some more of a splash. I mean, the dog does look like it's flying, mind you, so perhaps it's perhaps just leave it there. But it's a great shot, and just again another one that just, oh, come on, Summer, hurry up. Brilliant, well done, Liz. Jez.
The juxtaposition.
The juxtaposition here, yeah, between the last shot and Jez's shot. Someone's going to come back to a Mini very upset, if it is a Mini. I'm not very good with cars. It's a really interesting shot. You've got the kid to the side with the water pistol. Maybe he created the flood. You've got the guy running away. Perhaps he's the guy. Is he a jogger, or is it his car and he's running for the car keys really quickly? But it's one of those shots that just draws you in, and the story behind it, you just wonder what's going on. You know, what happened to the car? Why is that guy running with the two children sort of watching from behind? I don't know. It's really interesting, and there's more and more to look at. So when I say compositionally about how to, you know, sometimes a photo can tell lots of stories at the same time, and I think this is one of those. So really well done, Jez. I think it's I don't know, it's very intriguing. It just makes you think.
The car in the center, of course, bang in the center.
Bang, yes, and the car bang in the center. Thank you, Nick.
Sorry. I was going to say, it's been bothering you all afternoon what actually was going on here. I think you said the Thames. Is it the Thames flooding, Jez?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It's the Thames Path, and obviously the Thames is known as a tidal river. I didn't actually realise how tidal it was. We'd been walking the Thames Path. We'd been in the pub and come out an hour or so later to find the whole lot had completely flooded, as it does quite regularly. Clearly, the mini driver didn't realise that, unfortunately. So, yeah, we don't quite know what happened in the end, but yeah, it was just too good to be true, really, to take the photo of.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, it's for very. I like it because it makes you think, you know, and wonder what happened and why and
Yes,
if.
we know you've been wondering about it all afternoon.
Yeah,
but
I
now
have.
you know.
Yeah. No, thank
Caption
you.
competition.
Yeah, exactly, Nick. Caption competition.
Okay, ready for next?
Yeah, Susie, this is great. We have the pineapple in the sink here with all the water streaming down the sides. I think.
Susie, we chose our favourite because Susie sent some brilliant pictures, but we chose this one. I hope you don't mind, Susie, because we love it.
Yeah, it just has the colours, the gold all around. It draws you in. You see the water running down the side. I think there's the thought that's gone behind this, the different kinds of shape of water, the drips behind in the sink behind the basin, and then the water hitting the other water. I don't know. It's a very beautiful, intriguing shot. Another one that makes you think. So well done, Susie. Pippa, this technique-wise is fantastic. The light hitting the water that's hitting the table tennis ball that's going into whatever the container is, the different shapes of water, the highlight, the light on the side of the lightest side of the table tennis ball, the face drawn on the table tennis ball, the darkness behind. I mean, technique-wise, this is so difficult to shoot, and yet you've managed it brilliantly. So astonishing. Lenora, now we know that this was shot.
I don't know, but Paul and Laura said she was blue.
Yes,
The rest of her body was
either
pink.
yesterday or today. So I think that bravery-wise, I mean, I know some people. I don't know if Lenora goes sea swimming. I know quite a few people do, but I mean, even in this weather, wow, that is one small step for a person, one small step for a person kind. I mean, that's just astonishing, and the different shapes of the water as well, and just the idea and thought that's gone behind this photo, and it's funny as well. I mean, it made me laugh when I saw it. It's I can just imagine how shockingly cold that is. So great photo. D, I think this is a rock pool, isn't it? Yeah, and I think this is beautiful. I mean, this looks like it could be like an abstract painting. The different colors at the same time, all the colors are muted, and yet there's such a difference in them, and you could get lost in this. And you can imagine sticking your hand into this and feeling around, or looking and seeing, and you know, what lies under the water. It kind of reminds me of childhood and rock pooling at the same time as well. I think this is a beautiful image, and really stands up on its own. So brilliant stuff, Dee. Tim, now this looks freezing, Tim. And if you could get your horizon straight, that would be great. I think that's Heidi.
Now, how would he get his horizon straight?
Standing straight, maybe.
Okay.
No, I never get my horizon straight either, Tim, so don't worry about that. But it's you know, and just the deserted beach, it shows how cold it is, and obviously locked down as well. It tells a story. The amazing sky, the dark sky, the pier coming into the side, and Heidi and Ingrid, I'm assuming, I may be wrong, walking down to the water's edge. A lovely shot of you know, people getting their exercise as well. But I think it's a story of lockdown and how empty the beach is. It's
all winter because it's blooming freezing.
Yeah, and it's blooming freezing as well, and the water as well.
Talking of blooming freezing.
Talking of blooming freezing, here's Nick's shot. I think this must be just by the marina, and this again is a beautiful shot. You've got the chalk cliffs a straight horizon. Well done, Nick. You've got the water in the foreground going almost into the corner, which I really, really like. I like things going into the corners of the photo, and just a very powerful, evocative, strong image of the power of water. And and you can imagine in a few hours' time that'll all be covered up.
Let's keep going.
Yep. Juliet, this is I think this is taken off a screen, but I think
Yes.
that this one here, very, very difficult to do, to take an image off a screen, but it does show I think quite beautifully the ripples in the water in the foreground. I like the blur that is incurred on the taking of the photo. I think it almost sort of strengthens the picture, and the colors, but particularly the water in the foreground and the colors in the water in the foreground. A very, very strong shot, and a difficult shot to take as well.
Well done.
Digna, I really like the composition behind this Digna, the way it's put together. The water drip, you can see the reflection of the bud in the drip, and the sky, and another image that you can sort of get lost in and keep looking back and thinking, oh, I wonder what's going on there. And I just think it's a lovely, intriguing shot. So well done, Digna.
Going to speed us up, sorry.
Sorry, you're going to speed us up. Serena, now Serena is technically, this is amazing shot to take, and you've got the Daily Show logo through the bubble there, or not bubble, sorry, the water drop, and the colors are beautiful, and technically a really difficult shot to take, so really well done. And Anna, I love this photo, the joy of the water and playing with water, and the story that it tells. The water going into the sink, the lovely face, the covering, just in case the water goes everywhere on the child. I just absolutely beautiful. And Chicho, last in as ever, it has to be said, just made the cut. I think this is again another tale of water and how necessary it is. Without it we can't live. And there is Chicho after a hard piece of work with the water pouring down his throat. I think this is a great shot with the path stretching away. So and the light hitting the bottle as well. I think this tells a real story of water and the power of water.
We've got 3 minutes.
Oh, right. Okay.
So perhaps we won't hear from everybody today. Would that be all right?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
okay, sorry, I've rattled on.
No, you haven't at all. There was lots in the show.
So let's just have a look at the shots that go on.
Yeah, the shots that best fits the categories. Composition wise, faultless, Steve D.
And D.
And D, I had to look there, sorry. D and D, yeah. Technique wise, it's got to be Pippa and Serena, are just faultless, and so difficult to do as well, and such good ideas. And for water story itself,
oh, lovely.
And Anna, the power of water and the fun of water.
Beautiful.
So beautiful. So next week's theme is walking.
Ooh.
Right, and it can be you or another person walking. I can't read, sorry, there's my own writing because there's photos over it. So I'm
let me help you, dear.
Oh, right, here we go. It can be you or another person walking. It can be your shadow, like in this picture, or someone else's shadow walking. It can be something you see when you're out walking, or if you're not able to go out walking in these strange times, it can be just your feet or your shoes. But if that's the case, think about some of the lighting techniques we've used, like the shadows that a foot or feet could put onto a plain wall. I'm rabbiting on too much. Really, any problems or any questions,
just give us a shout.
Just give us a shout. But it's hopefully something that will set your minds racing.
Well done, everybody.
Well done, everyone.
Oh, amazing.
Can you go and get Esther or someone so we can say hello to one of them?
I will go get one of them. Yeah. Well done, everybody. And
thank you, Nickie and Alexis.
Thank you. Right,
Everyone bring
showman,
stuff.
co-host, because we've only got a few minutes, but I'm sure we.
Planning with Nick Fisher and Sean Joy from Nick Fisher to go with Project Planning.
Lovely.
Okay, I'll try and be quick. And I tell you, I will never be able to read as wonderfully as Sandie did. That was amazing. I didn't do Robbie Burns this week because I can't do the accent, love. You did it perfectly. Anyway, this is still a charming poem, I think. And the challenge is to do with a wish. But it's not a wish for you, like when you have a wishing well and drop something in and make a wish, or you blow candles out on a cake and make a wish. This is going to be a wish for somebody else. And the poem and the song that follows is about wishes for somebody else or another person. So the poem is by an American essayist and poet called Ralph Waldo Emerson. And it starts, "This is my wish for you." And this is one of the possibilities for you to begin your poem. This is my wish for you. Comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, love to complete your life.
Oh, lovely.
So that's the poem, which I'll put in the chat, or I'll send Teresa to do that. And the song is an old song that was done by Ray Davies, but he did it then about 30 years later with Bruce Springsteen. And it's about a wish, and it begins, "Here's wishing you the bluest sky." So it's a wish for somebody else. And he says he's an optimist, be an optimist instead, and somehow happiness will find you. And I know that better things are on the way. So I think we all know that better things are on the way. So you're going to do a wish for somebody else. You could begin it with, "This is my wish for you," or "Here's wishing you." And after that, it's over to you. So it's over to Ray Davies and Brucey, please.
Here we go.
That's lovely, Liz.
Sorry, I had it ready. Just getting it on again. Not having a great day with the IT, am I?
We'll let you off.
It's all right.
I think there's going to be some great poems from that, Liz.
Yeah, wishes for somebody else. That's the main thing, not
Yeah,
yourself.
Lovely idea. Super. Lovely.
So I keep chatting, Tim. It's like the old days, Tim. It's like Series 1 that we used to film.
I can read the poem again.
Here we go.
Here we go. He's wishing you the blue skies.
Oh, thanks, Liz.
Thank you.
Brilliant. What a fabulous show.
Yeah, that was really good. Thank you so much, everyone. Sandie, everyone. Leo, really good, really nice and different. Yeah, go on, H. Showman.
So I don't do idea anyone if you do. I was thinking about a usual thing to offer on Monday every day instead of me.
I think we're going to share it out, Harry.
Yeah.
Pass it around.
We share it out. I did it in usual thing. Do it on Monday.
Mm.
I'll be happy with that.
All right. Well, let's talk about that off the show. But thank you so much. Leo can pass round the links for making the animation.
Chris has got something to say.
To Nick, and Leo's going to send them off. And yeah, thank you very much. Steve, enjoy your croissants.
Oh, yes, ready.
And my veggie haggis.
Lovely to see you back, Wenway.
And on, there's one thing we haven't said yet. You ready, Tim?
Go on, Fran.
Win.
I think he might have gone.
You have
Right.
to go.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good
Bye.
evening.
Have a good